What's good everyone, OJ here, and welcome to another Xenoblade Chronicles 2 video. Today we've got some amazing information because a brand new update is out for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 that lets you play and fight against ELMA from Xenoblade Chronicles X. Plus there's a brand new blade and a bunch of changes in a patch, guys, so there's a lot to go over. We'll talk about that and everything that's in the patch, and also we'll discuss the brand new trailers for Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torna, the Golden Country as well. Won't be showing any of those because Nintendo's kind of crazy about that stuff, but I will be talking about and giving you guys my thoughts and impressions. So let's go ahead and get right into the content here. So here are the full patch notes. So the changes and new features: added functionality to receive Corvin, and shout outs to my boy the Typing Red on Twitter, called him Baby Sephiroth, so we'll go ahead and call him Corvin the Baby Sephiroth. The third and final round of rare blades from the expansion pass. A core crystal is now available that will guarantee bonding with Corvin, so that's really good. Corvin possesses the following characteristics: weapon type, he's one of those big blades, right? One of those big blades that you can use. His element is light and his role is defense. So drivers bonded with Corvin become able to use an art with the reaction smash. Now added a functionality to the expansion pass to receive new challenges for the challenge battle Nopondium, called Otherworldly Fighter and Poisoned Paradise. Otherworldly Fighter features a battle against ELMA from the game Xenoblade Chronicles X. Clearing this challenge will allow ELMA to join your party as a blade. Pressing the R and minus buttons at the same time when all 3 bars of ELMA's party gauge are full will consume all 3 bars and engage her overdrive ability. Shoutouts to the overdrive. While overdrive is active, a counter applied to all attack arts and specials that hit. As the counter goes up, the effect of the following 3 bonuses increase: damage boost, an arts recharge boost from auto attacks, and a decrease in enemy resistance to reactions and combos. Add this challenge by selecting the following options from the main menu: expansion pass, gift from Zuo 3, Nopon summons, Part 2. The challenge is available from Chapter 6 and onwards, and guys, I really need to get back into Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Then we also have some more here, guys. We got Flawless Nopon Stone has been added as an item available from treasure chests in the challenge battle, the battle Nopondium of the expansion pass. To make the item available, select the following options from the main menu: expansion pass, gift to Zuo 3, Nopon invitation Part 2. Also, Flawless Nopon Stones can be earned during any of the challenges. They also added in items that can be acquired in the exchange for Flawless Nopon Stones to the challenge battle Nopondium section of the battle pass. Some of these items will slightly alter character outfits. Included in these items are swimsuits as well, so shout outs to the swimsuits. Everyone's been talking about Pyra's swimsuit in there that will add in completing the challenges Poisoned Paradise. Certain items for Nia and Zeke will become available from Chapter 8 onward. These items will be available from the start when playing New Game Plus. Morag's swimsuit may cause her hairstyle to change in certain event scenes. Now I've got to see this. A pouch item Emporium and Nopon Stones Exchanger have also been added to the challenge battle Nopondium section of the expansion pass. Nopon Stones can be exchanged for Flawless Nopon Stones using the Nopon Stone Exchanger. There's too much Noponness going on here, guys. The track Uncontrollable from Xenoblade Chronicles X has been added to the options available when choosing which music will play during battles with unique monsters via the special BGM selection. To listen to the special BGM tracks, the Blade ELMA available via the expansion pass must already be added to the party. When ELMA and either Shulk or Fiora in the party, the background music for the Blade engaged with the player character will be given priority. When ELMA and Shulk or Fiora are of the same priority, the background music that plays will be selected at random. So guys, that is everything when it comes to the patch. I know some of you guys don't like it when I go through everything, but we have to go through everything when it comes to Xenoblade Chronicles 2 on the Nintendo Switch. This is ELMA. This is the waifu from the last game, the Wii U, the underappreciated game, the game that was kind of ruined somewhat by the gamepad, but then again, some people love the gamepad usage in there. So let's go ahead and talk about Xenoblade Chronicles X. Yes, that needs a port. No, they weren't going to announce it at Gamescom. Why would they announce it at Gamescom? Nothing gets announced at Gamescom but stuff like Saints Row the Third. So of course they weren't going to announce it there, guys. Expect some type of Xenoblade Chronicles X port if it does get announced, if there is such a thing, which I actually reported on a while ago, but then it turned out to be bogus, but then other people have said that it might come true. But either way, it might come. The developer said that they would like to do it at some point, but if it does happen, it's going to be like at a Nintendo Direct or something like that. But anyway, ELMA from Xenoblade Chronicles 2, she's my favorite character from that game because you don't have a real main character. You have an avatar that you use that's that's kind of a mute and doesn't really talk at all. So ELMA was my favorite character in that game, and she's really tall. That's one thing that I noticed compared to the other characters there. She's actually kind of tall, but she's amazing. She has all of her moves that you remember from Xenoblade Chronicles X built into the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 engine, and I'm extremely excited to get my hands on ELMA when I can play, just because I love Xenoblade Chronicles X. I think Xenoblade Chronicles X has a lot of great stuff in there, and the fact that they put in ELMA from there is so much fan service. And now you have like Fiora, you have Shulk, and you have ELMA, you have Cosmos, man. You have just decades of Xenoblade goodness packed into one game. And I will say this, guys, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is the gold standard. Shoutouts, the best of the best that I've seen for RPGs for any game whatsoever, hands down. Better than Skyrim in my opinion, better than The Witcher 3, better than any of these other games. For $30, you have gotten so much new content, so many improvements, so many different things added in it, and all this is before Torna the Golden Country, the big creme de la creme of the DLC. That is just too much, man. Like, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is completely OP when it comes to the DLC practices, and I don't think there's been another game out there from a Japanese RPG, or heck, even RPG standards, that meets up for your dollar value. What you get in this game is insane, because Torna the Golden Country is like a 25 to 30 hour minimum type of game. So you know what that means in Xenoblade terms. Minimum 25 to 30 hours means more like 60 hours if you want to do everything in there. And they've done so many cool things with Torna to mix up the gameplay. Being able to play as just those blades like Jin and all of that is just awesome. Not having to worry about core crystals at all, adding in brand new rare blades. They've done such a great service to the fans out there. This was really almost like the Final Fantasy, the Hironobu Sakaguchi, the swan song. Let's just throw everything at them, and the kitchen sink. Oh, and by the way, we only did it with 40 people in our team, not the full strength of Monolith Soft. It's just absolutely incredible. This might be the greatest RPG feat that I have seen in quite some time, guys. This is absolutely phenomenal. So let's talk a little bit about, just a little bit, about the Torna the Golden Country, the new trailers that they showed off and everything. Very hyped. I love the cinematic atmosphere of the game. Really captures what Xenoblade Chronicles 1 tried to do, but then again, it has those aspects of Xenoblade Chronicles X with just like the huge open world. But I think really with this Golden Country, this is for the fans. This was built to kind of tie up all the loose ends, because you have to remember, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 happens afterwards, all right? The Torna of the Golden Country, that is before. It is a prequel. So there's a lot of stuff that goes on that you see in flashbacks, but there's just not enough information on it. And this finally fleshes all of that out, because that's the first thing that I said when I saw this. I was like, man, will we ever get to play as Jim? Will we know his story? Will we know Malice's story? Will we know what happened to all of these people and what they're fighting for and why they're doing what they're doing? Because there isn't really necessarily a good versus evil. There's just a thing versus the opposing thing, and it looks like good versus evil, but that's not necessarily the case, and we're going to find out exactly what happened beforehand. So yes, very excited for what's going on here, hyped to see what goes on with the Golden Country, and I really want to get into what makes Malos tick. I think that's the biggest thing that I'm excited about, is seeing Malos and Jin. Those two, what makes them tick, the stories around them, because they don't talk much. Well, Malos does kinda, and Jin kinda does at times, but not really. It's a fantastic time to be a Xenoblade fan. Nintendo has more than outdone themselves when it comes to the RPG, and I remember when people were complaining about Xenoblade Chronicles 2 having a $30 season pass, and I was like, why? Did you see what they outlined? Constant updates throughout the year, a big expansion that you're going to be able to play, new battle modes, new items that you can get. This is going to be an ongoing thing. We're going to see some great content from this. They explained this from the beginning. To me, it was just people who always complain about stuff that just started to complain and didn't look at what this team could do. When Nintendo does DLC, they usually do it right. So when I saw what they were doing, this isn't surprising to me at all that we're getting all this content. They said we'd be getting all this content, so not surprised. Really happy that they did it. And you always have the option. You always have the option to buy it or not, but it was totally worth every single penny that I paid for it. I bought the special edition and I bought the expansion pass, which didn't come with the special edition. So I spent well over $130 on Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and it was well worth it based on what they've given us. I haven't even got through all the core content in the base game, and I've spent over like 150 hours in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So I need to get back into it. We need to have a live stream. I need to get there. But anyway, what do you guys think about all this content when it comes to Xenoblade Chronicles 2? What is your thoughts on ELMA and what they they've been doing and all the great additions and fan service that they've been putting in. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the internet in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube live gaming pages and consider supporting PlayerEssence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, rewards, and emotes via YouTube membership. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace.